Hi everyone, welcome to Sew Like Dotty and welcome to Friday Sews. I'm Alison and this is just a little bit of a roundup of what I've been making and on with this week. So I've got a couple of makes to share with you and then I've got a couple of fabrics as well that I did mention. All of this I've mentioned in my monthly plans, but hopefully you're on board with me and just to see how I'm getting on with everything. So of course, welcome to Me Made May. This is going out to you on the first Friday in May. I totally kind of didn't even... Well, I did twig yesterday was May, but I forgot to share. I think because myself, I'm generally in Me Made every day. I don't overthink it, but I will be sharing possibly in my stories and possibly on my Instagram grid. I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody else shares. I know lots of people have put pledges out there. People are looking for gaps and what they need to make, but I think I've already identified that. I said last week in my monthly sewing plans, I definitely need to make some like wide leg trousers and things for the summer. Because of my lifestyle change, that's something that's going to be beneficial for me. I don't think there's too many gaps, and in terms of alterations, I think I've probably already identified those and you've seen some of those and I'm working through some of those, just that I have lost some weight and there's a few things that I want to alter, adjust or make other garments with. What am I wearing today? This is the Dressmaker's Closet Nell dress. So you can do this in long or short sleeves. I will get a picture and take it. So this is the original one. So the original neckline. Yesterday I had on the lower neckline. Was it yesterday or the day before? The slightly lower neckline. I'll take a picture of that and put it in. So that obviously just sits a little bit lower on the neck. I've done this in short sleeve and long sleeve. So this is the short sleeve version. I'll stand up so sort of comes in just under my bust. I do bring it in a little bit here because I don't like the overly smocky finish of things. And I had them in my wardrobe. I was sort of debating about kind of, am I wearing these? Are they something that I'm going to wear? And I thought, just get them on and get them worn. It's like wearing a t-shirt. I've got some leggings on with it today. Sometimes I might need a cardie. It's easy on or off with the cardie. So first item that I've made this week is the Fibre Mood Judy Dress. I'll drop a picture in of the actual pattern, but it's the first time I've made it as a top. So I did mention it on my sewing plans. I will get a picture and drop me in. You know what I mean. Drop a picture of me in wearing it. This is the fabric that was gifted to me by Vicky, that I've mentioned a couple of times. So basically, the neck is exactly the same, the shoulders, the sleeves are exactly the same. So you've got that puffiness, but without like puffing up here, which I really like. You've got the cuffs on there. It just goes together really easily. Now normally, sorry, it's in front of me, normally you'd have a curve on the top and the skirt sort of here. So all I did was I extended it from under the arms. I took the pattern piece and I just brought it straight out. I think I added about 12 inches onto it, and it's just got, I've just overlocked the bottom and put a very small hem in there. So I've cover stitched it over. Now, I think I might make it slightly longer when I do it again. I think I definitely will do it again. I think this for me could be a really easy pull on, something that looks for me a little bit more to elevate a look with some like maybe wide leg plain trousers for daytime rather than like just having a t-shirt on or something like that. So I have got a couple of sort of leftover pieces of fabric that I think I could probably get it out of. So I'm going to have a look at those, not imminently but like later. But I am really pleased with it. I do adore it as a dress. This is the first time I've made it in cotton lawn, so it gave me a bit of an insight as to what the dress could be like, because I've made the dress in viscose so far, but I love all three dresses that I've made and I do really love this. So I can see me getting a lot of wear out of this. So you should have already seen a picture of that by now, so I will just pop that over here. So the second item that I've made this week is the Tilly and the Buttons Safiya pants that I mentioned. I can see me making a few pairs of these, to be honest. I've got a couple of fabrics, one of which is a polka dot but smaller than this, that I specifically bought to make some trousers with for this year. So this comes, I don't think the sizes have been extended in the Make It Simple range as they have been with the other patterns, but it basically goes from a Tilly size 1 to a size 10, which would be for the body measurements a waist of 24 and a hips of 33 to a waist of 42 and a hips of 51. But for finished garment measurements, that goes from a 34 1/4 waist, 35 1/4 hip to a 52-inch waist and a 53 1/4 inch hip. So if you saw my monthly plans, you'll remember that I was going to make these out of this fabric, which came from Kaylee at Fleur et Euse, and I absolutely love these. So this is a twill. It might be a viscose twill. I will put a link to it in the description box. It's still available. It is so lovely. Now, I'm not going to put a picture of these on. I'm teasing you a little bit because I'm going to show you some fabric that's going to be in this week's make. So next week you can see the full finished outfit. But I did want to share these with you. So I've done my norm with these. So the front is quite flat fronted. It is flat fronted on the pattern. So all of the gathers are at the back. I don't bother with pockets or anything. It has got a little label in, but it might be a rude word. Not that there was any agate about making these at all. So they can be slightly cropped, so I've extended the pattern piece, and I just literally needed to turn them up. So I haven't made them overly short. I want to wear them sort of with my DM sliders while I'm away. But honestly, I absolutely adore this fabric. I've got a couple of good squares of it left, probably enough to make a tote bag out of or something if I wanted to, but I feel like I've got a zillion tote bags, and obviously I'm making another one as part of this month's plans. But yeah, really happy with that. The fabric is gorgeous. It's so soft. So if you want to check it out, it's a really good bag, and I think it's about £8 a metre. And I had 2 metres of fabric. It's really wide, and I got that out of that absolutely no problem at all. And I made these in a straight size 8. So it's in the sort of the larger sizes out of the patterns that are in the size range that are in that book. So that's my mix for this week. I'm in the middle of an alteration, which I'll share with you next week. So in terms of fabric, I'll share this one with you first of all. So this is from Pound Fabrics, and this is their fuchsia cotton jersey and their fuchsia ribbon. So I do like it when you order from them, because you literally go onto one box and you can choose this, and the other box and you can choose this. I mean, sometimes they aren't a perfect match, but you know, they are pretty good. So the idea of this is to make the other part of this outfit. So let me rearrange my hands. Let me get rid of the big piece of fabric and do it with the ribbon, because it's a bit easier. So as you can 1 minute. Ta-da! As you can hopefully see, they are a really good match together. So I'm going to make a sweatshirt out of this, and I think I'm going to make the Tilly and the Buttons Billy sweatshirt out of it. I'm going to recheck my sizing, because in all honesty it's that long since I've made it, although I'm wearing some that I made. I want to just check the sizing is okay, and I think they're just going to look gorgeous together. They might be what I travel on holiday in and then wear. I'm not sure yet. But I've got loads of stuff that this colour will go with. So yeah, I was thinking, should I do the Helen's Closet Jackson? But I think I'm going to do the Tilly and the Buttons with the standard sleeve in, because I've made that already and that fits me nicely. So I think I'm going to say their rib is £4.95, but you've got to search for cuffing rather than ribbing. And I think the cotton jersey is about £9 a metre ish, but I'll put the links in the description box. I've got loads of different colours in this. I just got a metre for this because I knew that would be more than enough. So yeah, happy days. Looking forward to getting that made up. That's definitely a this week make. And the other fabric that I wanted to share with you also came from Kaylee at Fleur et Euse. This is also a current fabric rather than dealing with things. So, see, I'm going to say this wrong. Is it an anandamide? I couldn't remember the word last week, but one of you lovely kind folks popped it on. So I'm going to sort of drape this over me a little bit. How stunning is this? So this is a viscose jersey currently on the site, and I was kind of, should I order it or shouldn't I? But when it came today, it's not been washed. The others have been pre-washed. This hasn't. When I opened it, I thought that was so a good decision to make, because I think I said it's quite cool on a night. I am stalking the weather forecast. Don't you just do that when you're going on holiday? So the rain seems to have cleared off the forecast for some of the days, which I'm over the moon about. But on a night, I just thought this will be grand just to put on. I can put a jacket or something on it if I need to, with trainers or sliders. And on my plans, I did share, I think, 3 jersey dresses that I was considering: the Roya Dress and the something else dress from Fibre Mood, and the other one is the Peppermint Magazine. I've decided on the Peppermint Magazine one because I've made this several times. I mean, all of them are a super quick make. I think the only thing I need to check is that I've got white or off-white ribbing for this one. And I only need it for around the neck, so I'm really hoping that I do, but I do need to pick up some fabric from First for Fabric shortly, so if I don't, I can get some there. So this is the Peppermint Magazine jersey dress. It's a free or pay what you can pattern. I have extended the length of it by, I think, 10 inches. I'm 5'6", I used to be 5'6.5", but I do think I'm 5'6" now. And that kind of is a definitely a mid-axi length. I do like my jersey dresses to be quite long. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but if I had much nicer legs for holiday, I would probably make it into something above my knee, but nobody needs to be seeing my varicose veins on holiday. I wouldn't be comfortable. It's a raglan sleeve dress, so it's dead easy. You just kind of put all the raglan bits onto the front and the back and then sew it round. You can put cuff on the bottom, you can put cuff on the wrists. I don't feel it needs either of those, so just hem them over. It does come on the pattern pieces with the pockets. Can you see here? The pockets are actually on it. I've never done it with pockets, so I just fold those over. So it is literally like making a t-shirt, but you just go longer down the seam, so it's a super fast make. And I had one of these on the other day. Now, it does come in a size 8 to 16, but when I first made it, I was definitely a UK size 20, and I made the biggest size. But again, if you need, as long as the arms are okay, if you do need it to be a bit of a wider fit, you can just bring it out a little bit. So I'm so happy that I downloaded that. I think I downloaded it a couple of years ago, and last year I think I maybe made 3 or 4. Certainly a couple out of like a viscose jersey, a cotton jersey, and like that knitted, I made a pale blue knitted one that I've absolutely worn all winter. So that is the pattern for that. I haven't got any patterns to show you out of the new Fibre Mood yet. I think it's issue 28, because I'm a bit nervous when I say this, because I'm trying to find other people who've done it. So I'm gonna, when I'm back from holiday, I'm gonna get a projector, and I want to start exploring projector files. Now, not everybody does projector files, but Fibre Mood do, and Friday Pattern Company do, and several other companies do as well. I've got to get an ultra short throw one that sort of goes almost level with your mat. I don't have enough ceiling height to do the one from the ceiling. We've checked that out, and we definitely don't have enough to do that. So I do know the machine that I'm going to get, but I'm just waiting until I get back from holiday to do that. So I could order the 5 Fibre Mood patterns now. I'll probably, like, you can go through the current one, you can go through the back catalogue, but I'm just sitting on it for a little bit till I can decide what I want to get. The patterns that I've already got and downloaded from them previously or in this year's subscription, they're all available in projector files anyway. So that's going to be something. It's going to be a learning curve, and it's going to take me a little bit of time, but if anybody's got any tips, let me know. Well, I guess and I am on the projector sewing group on Facebook, so I do know about that. I've been on that for a little while. I know that with it, people talk about 2 apps that they use, or programs that they use. I guess what I want to be sure, I don't want to kind of be trying to convert paper patterns into a projector file. I'll probably just be using something that's given to me as a projector file. So I'm assuming that through Adobe, I'd just go into that, use the layers, and then project it onto my mat. I don't really want to be then going into other programs to run it. I mean, I can do that. I've done that with Cricut before, but I'm hoping it's as straightforward as that. I know I need to calibrate the machine. So if anybody's done it and they've got any tips about using it just in that way, so taking a pattern as you would normally, like a PDF, but taking the projected file version and then like, you know, obviously connecting it up and throwing it onto your mat. Don't I sound like I know what I'm talking about? I do a little bit, not much. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a learning curve. But yeah, I've got time, so I'm interested in that. So I have made a list. I'm not usually organised and I don't usually have lists, but I have made a list of what I need to make before I go away. Just to kind of get it out of my head and onto paper, I think is sometimes really helpful for me. Obviously these were in my sewing plans. I'm not sure that I'm going to aim to get my Cottage cord bag made, which I didn't know was from Sew Tangy till I saw her post. So yeah, that was a little surprise that I didn't know she was the author, producer of that pattern. So I've got the sweatshirt to make, I've got another swimsuit to make, and the jersey dress to make, but all of those are quite quick makes. I've got the bell dress to make that I've had the Minerva fabric cut out for a little while. And then lots of you commented about the, not the Minerva, the Fabric Godmother fabric that Vicky gave me as a retirement gift from the last Dream Wardrobe box. And I have decided to make a shirt dress out of it, but I'll tell you more about that probably next week or the week after, because I've actually bought a dress. I know, check me out, that I do really like. It's got the principle of the straps that I was looking for that I had in my head. And I was just trying it on to see if I liked it, but then actually I thought, I do really like it, and do you know what, it's 20 quid, so I'm going to buy it. So I'm not going to replicate it exactly because it's got about 4 tiers in. I wouldn't have enough fabric to do those tiers, but there are elements of that I like. So tune in next week or the week after and I'll tell you more about that. So I thought if I get a to-do list on my diary, I can just tick it off as I go through it. Happy days. Sorted. So I've got plenty of time. There's nothing that's super complex. The bell dress I've made about, I don't know, 5 or 6 of before. The shirt dress I'll just take a little bit of time with Sharon, but the rest of it's quite straightforward. So I'm looking forward to getting those done. So yeah, more to come over the next few weeks. So I wish you only happy sewing. Let me know what you're up to. And I do want to say a big thank you to Karen and Christine for the very kind coffees that you bought me. So thank you both very much for that. So take care everybody, and I will catch up with you really soon. Bye for now.